Happy 30th birthday to me. Sitting alone with a grocery store cupcake while my entire family celebrates my brother's promotion instead. The notification on my phone lit up with a Venmo request for $1,800 from my mother for the dinner they were all enjoying without me. But the real gift I was about to give myself would cost them everything they thought they knew about their reliable, forgettable daughter. Hi everyone, my name is Harper. I just turned 30, and I discovered that sometimes the best present you can give yourself is the truth wrapped in consequences. I stared at the Venmo request, my mother's casual note attached. Put the dinner on your card since you couldn't make it. Thanks, sweetie. The audacity of it sat in my stomach like concrete. They'd planned my brother Nolan's promotion party on my birthday, my 30th birthday, and had the nerve to bill me for it. The apartment was silent except for the hum of the refrigerator and the distant sound of traffic. I'd set the table for 8, cooked a full dinner, even bought the wine my father pretended to understand. The roast was getting cold, the candles I'd arranged were melting into waxy puddles, and my phone kept lighting up with Instagram stories from the restaurant. There was my mother, raising a champagne glass. My father, arm around Nolan like he'd just won the Nobel Prize. My sister Chloe, laughing at something my brother's girlfriend said. Aunts, uncles, cousins, everyone who'd RSVP'd to my birthday dinner, now gathered 40 minutes away celebrating Nolan's promotion to regional manager at a job my connections had gotten him. Don't wait up, his text had said. Got some news to celebrate. We'll catch your birthday next week. Next week. Like birthdays were interchangeable, reschedulable, irrelevant when it came to me. I picked up my phone and declined the Venmo request. Then I did something I'd never done before. I opened my laptop and logged into my company's system. The company they didn't even know I owned. You see, while my family saw me as Harper the pushover, Harper the ATM, Harper the one who could be forgotten, I'd been building an empire in the shadows. The marketing firm I'd started 5 years ago had grown from my bedroom desk to 3 offices across 2 states. We had 47 employees, contracts with Fortune 500 companies, and revenue that would make my brother's regional manager salary look like pocket change. But I'd kept it quiet, partly out of humility, mostly out of habit. In my family, success belonged to Nolan. I was just the daughter who worked in marketing and always had money to lend. The lending had started small. 50 here, 100 there. Then it became co-signing loans, covering emergencies, paying for family dinners that somehow always landed on my card. 3 years ago, I'd started keeping track. The total was staggering. $127,000 in loans that were never repaid, dinners that were never reciprocated, bailouts that were never acknowledged. Including tonight's $4,800 dinner I hadn't even attended. I navigated to our company's media folder and found what I was looking for. The announcement video we'd recorded last week. The one revealing our latest acquisition. The one that would air on business channels Monday morning. The one that would change everything. But why wait until Monday? I uploaded it to YouTube, set it to private, and grabbed the link. Then I opened the family group chat, the one currently flooded with photos from Nolan's celebration, my birthday not mentioned once. Since you're all together celebrating, thought you should see this before anyone else, I typed. Happy birthday to me. I posted the link and then did something I should have done years ago. I started documenting. Screenshots of every Venmo request, every loan text, every guilt trip message about family helping family. Credit card statements showing thousands in family dinners where I wasn't even present. The co-signed car loan for Nolan that I'd ended up paying when he forgot 6 months in a row. The down payment for my parents' kitchen renovation they'd sworn they'd pay back. Each document got its own post in the family chat. No commentary. Just evidence. My phone exploded within minutes. Nolan, what the hell is this? Mom. Harper, this is inappropriate. We're at dinner. Dad, take this down immediately. But they hadn't watched the video yet. They were too busy being outraged that I'd dare interrupt their celebration to notice the bomb I'd just dropped. Watch. The video, I typed. It was beautifully shot, professional to the core. Me in a designer suit they'd never seen me wear, standing in the conference room they didn't know I owned. I'm Harper Martinez, CEO and founder of Meridian Marketing Solutions. Today, I'm thrilled to announce our acquisition of Stellar Communications, making us the largest independent marketing firm in the Pacific Northwest. The video continued with numbers, projections, celebrations from my team. But the kicker came at the end. This journey hasn't been easy. Building a company while financially supporting family members who couldn't be bothered to remember your birthday teaches you something valuable. That real success isn't loud. It doesn't need announcing at every dinner, doesn't require constant validation. Real success pays for other people's celebrations while sitting alone on your 30th birthday, knowing you have the power to change everything with a single decision. I looked directly into the camera. So to my family, watching this from my brother's promotion dinner, the one you're charging to my card, congratulations. This is the last bill I'll ever pay. Consider it my birthday gift to myself. The video ended with the company logo and our new valuation, $12.7 million. The family chat went nuclear. Chloe called first, screeching about how I'd ruined Nolan's big night. I let it go to voicemail. My mother tried next, her voice shaking. Harper, sweetheart, we need to talk about this misunderstanding. I texted back. Misunderstanding? Which part? Forgetting my 30th birthday or charging me for the privilege. My father, always the businessman, took a different approach. Why didn't you tell us about your company? We could have helped invested. Like you helped by taking $127,000 over 5 years without a single thank you? That kind of help. But it was Nolan's message that revealed everything. You couldn't let me have one night? You had to make it about you. I laughed. Actually laughed, sitting there in my empty apartment with cold food and melting candles. He thought I was making his promotion dinner about me. My birthday dinner. That they'd hijacked. And charged me for. I composed one final message to the group. I've transferred ownership of my apartment to a trust. You can no longer use it as your vacation spot. I've removed myself from all co-signed loans. You have 30 days to refinance. I've canceled all credit cards you have access to. The Bank of Harper is permanently closed. But here's what I will give you, the truth. I didn't build my company in spite of you. I built it because of you. Every forgotten birthday taught me to celebrate my own wins. Every unpaid loan taught me the value of contracts. Every family dinner I paid for while being ignored taught me that respect isn't given, it's earned. So thank you for the lessons. Consider us even. I turned off my phone and did something I'd been planning all week, back when I still thought they'd show up. I wheeled out the real birthday cake, 3 tiers, professionally made, Happy 30th Harper, written in gold. I'd ordered it for the family dinner that never happened. I lit the candles, all 30 of them, and sat in the glow. No one sang happy birthday. No one clapped when I blew them out. But when the smoke cleared, I felt lighter than I had in years. The doorbell rang an hour later. I almost didn't answer, but curiosity won. It was Elena, Nolan's girlfriend, holding a small gift bag and looking uncomfortable. I'm sorry, she said. I didn't know it was your birthday until I saw your messages. Nolan told me you were busy, that you'd canceled. Of course he did. I left, she continued. Right after the video. It's not right what they did. What they've been doing. She handed me the bag. Inside was a single cupcake and a card. I know it's not much. It's everything, I said, and meant it. One person who saw me, really saw me, was worth more than a room full of family who couldn't. Elena stayed for cake. We talked about business, about boundaries, about the way family can make you feel invisible in a crowded room. She told me how Nolan had been bragging about his promotion all week, how he'd specifically chosen tonight, how your mother had laughed about putting it on Harper's tab as usual. They think you're weak, she said. They have no idea, do they? They do now. By morning, my phone had 247 missed calls and 89 unread messages. The family had clearly panicked once they realized the extent of what they'd lost. No more free apartment in the city. No more safety net. No more Harper the human ATM. But the best message came from my company's CFO. The announcement video has gone viral. CEO exposes toxic family while announcing major acquisition is trending. Phones ringing off the hook with interview requests. I hadn't meant for it to go viral. I'd forgotten to keep it private in my birthday haze. But the universe, it seemed, had decided I deserved a different kind of gift. 3 weeks later, I was featured on the cover of Entrepreneur magazine. The birthday revelation. How Harper Martinez built an empire while her family wasn't looking. The article included everything. The forgotten birthdays, the financial exploitation, the way success can grow in the shadows of neglect. But it also talked about resilience, about building something real while others take credit for fake achievements. My family tried to control the narrative. Nolan did interviews claiming I'd misrepresented things, that they'd always supported me. My mother went on local TV crying about how I'd destroyed the family for publicity. But numbers don't lie. My lawyers had prepared a detailed accounting of every transaction, every loan, every dinner charge to my card. $127,000 over 5 years, with zero repaid. The internet did what it does best. It did the math. The final straw came when Nolan was quietly let go from his regional manager position. Turns out his company didn't appreciate the negative attention he'd brought. He texted me desperate. "I need help. Can we talk?" "Sure," I replied. "My consulting rate is $500 per hour. Family discount expired on my birthday." He never responded. 6 months after my 30th birthday, the one I spent alone, I threw myself a half-year birthday party. Rented a whole restaurant, invited my employees, my real friends, the people who'd supported me in shadows while my family basked in light they hadn't earned. Elena came. She'd left Nolan after discovering he'd been using her credit cards the same way he'd used mine. We'd become friends, bonded over the realization that some people see relationships as ATMs with hearts. As I stood to give a toast, I thought about that night. Sitting alone with grocery store cupcake, watching my family celebrate someone else on my day. I'd thought I was forgotten, invisible, unworthy of celebration. But I'd been wrong. I wasn't invisible, I was unseen. There's a difference. Invisible people disappear. Unseen people build empires while others are looking the other way. Here's to birthdays, I raised my glass. To the ones we spend alone and the ones we spend with chosen family. To building in silence and revealing in thunder. To everyone who's ever been charged for their own birthday dinner they didn't attend. This one's for you. The restaurant erupted in laughter and applause. Real laughter, not the hollow kind that echoed through family dinners where I was present but never seen. My phone buzzed. Another text from my mother. "We're family. Family forgives." I typed back. "Family remembers birthdays. Family doesn't charge you $4,800 to be forgotten." Then I blocked the number and went back to my party. My real party, with people who saw me for more than a credit card with a pulse. That grocery store cupcake I'd bought myself on my 30th birthday? I'd saved the wrapper, framed it, hung it in my office. A reminder that sometimes the sweetest victories come from the moments that should have broken us. My name is Harper Martinez. I'm 30 years old, CEO of a multimillion-dollar company, and I spent my birthday alone. It was the best gift I never asked for, because solitude taught me something a crowded room never could. The only person who needs to show up for your life is you. And when you finally do, when you stop waiting for others to celebrate you and start celebrating yourself, that's when the real party begins. The video that changed everything is still online. Sometimes I watch it, not for the success it showcases, but for the moment I chose myself. The moment I stopped paying for the privilege of being forgotten and started charging interest on remembering my worth. They say the best revenge is success. They're wrong. The best revenge is boundaries. Success is just the cherry on top of the birthday cake you buy yourself, eat alone, and realize tastes better than any slice served with a side of disrespect. Happy birthday to me, indeed.